Welcome back to Bearcat Power Sports Edition. I'm here with Garrett Wiley. How you doing, man?
Chris, it's good to be back. I missed the last two shows. I was sick, and then I was watching the game. So it's good to be back and talking on Bearcat Power Sports Edition. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
I'm great.
I'm excited to talk about some stuff today. Chris, what do you got for me?
What do you think how do you think our season's going to end with football?
Well, so we got two more games, right?
For sure.
So we got Western Kentucky at West Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then we have
This week.
against 2 days after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, Middleton.
Again, Middle Tennessee. I think that we're going to lose against Western Kentucky. Listen, I'm not like Hiram Rodriguez. Put a Bearcat in a corner and against a decent team.
Whoa.
Especially this year, 2-8. No, we're not going to win.
See, I disagree.
Oh,
with
really?
That. I think we might win out the season. And then bring the firepower into next season.
Wow.
That's just
Chris, that is
my
controversial in my head. I know if Hiram were listening right now, actually he is. So I can tell he's in my ear saying all types of stuff. But he is definitely on your side with the Bearcat.
I mean, we got
in the corner. Come on now.
We had the mojo. You like that word, mojo?
Hard to like it when we're talking about Bearcat
we got
football.
the mojo from last week with the beating LA Tech.
That was a pummeling.
It was a domination.
Was it here or was it in Los Angeles?
It was in LA.
It was okay.
Or Louisiana.
Yeah. Okay, because that was a pummeling. I did not expect that.
I didn't expect it either.
I was in Dallas, and all my friends were talking about like, "Whoa, did you see the score?" I was like, "What score?" I didn't even watch the game.
Or 42-27? I think it was 42-27.
42-27. That's a 15-point victory for the Bearcats.
That was a big win. That's why I think we're gonna. Mark my words. I think we're going all the way, win out the season.
I can see us losing to Western Kentucky, but Middle Tennessee, they are also 3-7.
They are 3-7.
I have them winning. I have the Bearcats winning that game at least because 2 days after Thanksgiving, they're full of food.
Right.
They're pumped up and they're ready.
No, they're ready.
They're not going to be home. I mean, they'll be home.
They'll be home this game,
playing football. They won't be home with their family
Yeah.
during Thanksgiving break. But I think that the Bearcats will take it. They'll be full of food and they'll be pumped up and ready for a football game.
So you think they're going to end 3-8?
I do. Actually, they're 2-8 right now, so I have them 3-9.
Or 3-9.
Because they're going to win. They're going to lose.
For sure. Right.
I got them 3-9.
3-9. You're right.
Losing against Western Kentucky and then winning against Middle Tennessee. You have them what?
4-8.
4-8. Oh
4-8.
man, you're different than me. That's definitely. But no, I can't see it happen. I can't see them beating Western Kentucky.
I guess we'll find out after this last two games.
Yeah, I guess we will.
What do you
Basketball
think?
though. Basketball.
Basketball. Let's go there. What do you think is going to go on with that? See, they're 1-2.
They're 1-2. But before we talk about any more, that surprised me. 1-2. I figured after we won our first game against Pacific that we would actually have an easier next couple games. But I didn't see that we were playing against. Was it Oklahoma State?
It was Oklahoma State
We
last
lost
week.
to Oklahoma State,
and then Utah Valley.
We lost to Utah Valley at home.
Right.
I did not expect to lose against Utah Valley.
No.
I think that one went to overtime. It's hard to.
I didn't watch it, so I can't tell you. But
I was supposed to actually call that game, but I didn't get to. But Utah Valley, I did not expect it. Oklahoma State, I can see. Oklahoma State they're always a decent football, basketball team.
Yeah.
I can see that happening, but not with us. With Utah Valley, I couldn't see that coming.
I don't know. I feel like I still will say I think we still got our shine in basketball this year.
I mean, it's only 3 games.
It's only 3 games. There's still a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. We have our first win against Pacific.
Right.
So we're not like the football team where it took some time to get a victory. We already do have our first victory.
We do.
But I mean, it would be okay to get another one. Like,
it would be
I would really prefer to get another one.
I would prefer to get one out the season, but
of course,
I don't know if we could do that.
Wouldn't everybody?
Right, for sure.
Wouldn't everybody? Women's basketball.
Oh.
Played against U of H.
Yeah.
That
one.
There's a reason Hiram Rodriguez is not on the show right now, because he was at the game. He was a big supporter for the women's basketball team.
Right.
That did not go our way. I don't have a final score for you guys, but
didn't he say they had put up 50 points?
They at least won by 50. And I know at halftime we had 16 points and they had around.
Oh wow.
They had around 50 for themselves.
Dang, that's a big upset. Or not upset, but that's a big.
That's a big. I mean,
that's a big margin.
You said upset. As a fan, I'm upset.
Yeah.
Because my goodness.
No, for sure.
I mean, so we play Ole Miss November 17th. I don't know. They didn't tell me it was a men's or women's game. I didn't actually see. Ole Miss, good at football. Kind of like kind of like Oklahoma State.
Well,
but go ahead. I'm going to say a score prediction. I think it's going to be 80 to 77. Go ahead.
We're doing it. We got the sign to wrap up, and we're Bearcat Power Sports Edition, and we're out. See you next, or commercial, after commercial.
I remember it's not on the show today.
Yeah, we heard you laughing. Yeah, oh!
What'd you? Oh, with me, all three, like me, him, and Jace. No, we're gonna. Hiram's not coming up today. It's gonna be us two for this next block, and then Jace is getting on for the last block.
Okay. Carry the football.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh,
Oh, nice
oh my God, man, what the fuck?
Give her a scholarship. Put her on.
You can say like, welcome back Bearcats to Bearcat Power. Thank you for coming back with Bearcat Power Sports Edition. And then you don't have to introduce us again. I tend to do that, but I don't mean to.
You don't have to.
UFC 296 is coming up. I think that's Leon Edwards and Colby Covington.
I might just say we're back with Bearcat Power Sports Edition. And we're
this segment we want to talk mainly about combat sports. Garrett, take it away or something like that. Yeah, it's Colby Covington versus Leon Edwards.
That's why I'm not up here right now.
Golly. That was it, man. It was 51 points. Wait, no, 40. Was it 41? Yeah, it's 41 points.
Dang, bro. Woo!
You still have to make the graphic though for it.
I didn't make that graphic.
Oh no.
I made that graphic.
Oh, you want that in the middle? Or
I don't.
they want that in the middle? Yeah.
I could care less. Is that in the middle?
Yeah, it's,
Probably.
well, I guess we see it as, but she sees it.
You can put, You can put Leon Edwards, or UFC 296 Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. What'd you say? I had to bring some laughs into it. So, there's a reason Hiram Rodriguez is not with us today. He's still, going over that loss.
Hey, but you like we're on the same page with the Bearcats?
I see that.
Yeah, I heard some noise.
Yeah,
Right after I said, I think this is the first time I said it.
I heard him. I was like,
That's funny. Do you have any papers in this? Do you have any papers in that?
Yeah, there's paper.
All right. Hey, Sarah, can you give me a pencil? Can you give me a pencil?
Just grab that pen right there.
Yeah, can you get that pen? That works.
Dang, my hands are...
Oh my gosh.
Oh my...
That was awful.
Who was it meant
I'm
for?
sorry, I will go get that.
Who was it meant for? Oh.
I'm
That was
sorry.
actually... I could have caught that, but I don't have my
Yeah.
contacts in today, so...
Is that why you missed the football earlier?
Yeah, probably. No. I'm actually 0.5. I actually have pretty good vision.
I don't need to write
How do you say that one guy's name? Sergey?
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 Yeah, it's just Sergey. Like any Russian name. Sergey Pavlovich
Pavlovich.
loses to Tom Aspinall. Yep.
Figured it
Leon
was
Edwards versus
Aspinall.
Colby Covington. Alessandro Pantoja versus Brandon Royval.
Dion.
Shavkat Rachmanov versus Stephen Thompson. I don't even need to write this down anymore because he's already got it. Good
Bet.
man. Good man.
Delano? Do we have to say Delon, the old name? Or can I just say Leon Edwards?
Dion? Oh, no.
I mean, I
Dion? No, it's just Leon.
oh, it's just
Oh,
Leon.
wait. Why
I
is
don't
it?
know why you
Why did
put
he
D.
Oh, December.
Oh, okay. I got it. That's a C. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's actually really good.
Can you fix that? I'm sorry. Can you fix that C
We're good.
on the December? It's throwing me off.
It's okay.
The C at
So
the
the
end.
fights above already happened.
There you go. That's good.
So you can start with Sergey Pavlovich if you want, because that's the co-main, and then you can go to the main event, which was Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka.
Okay.
Or you can just say, you know,
We're back with Bearcat Power Sports Edition. Gary, what you think about the previous fights
Dude,
that just happened?
UFC
on Saturday?
295 just happened. I was, if it's safe to say, I was a little disappointed by the main event. The
Right.
co-main event, I was very pleased
Right,
with.
right, for
Tom
sure.
Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich happened.
How was that? Are they pretty good?
Both fighters are incredibly good. Sergey Pavlovich had the edge in power.
Oh, wow.
But Tom Aspinall has the edge in speed. Speed overcame power on Saturday night.
Ha.
Tom Aspinall knocked him out in the first round.
Right.
Actually, in the first minute, it seemed like. It was a little bit over a minute, but it was within the first minute.
Right. I don't mean to bring football into this, but like, is there like
Yeah.
defense wins championships? So was there
It
was
did
the
seem
defensive
like
battle?
It did seem like there was some defensive battle there
Right, for sure.
because Sergey was trying to land these
Right.
big bombs, and Tom Aspinall kept moving his
Yeah.
head, and he kept moving around the octagon, trying to make a miss, which it worked a little bit.
Yeah.
He got tagged. Aspinall got tagged a little bit, so I was a little worried that he wasn't going to be able to take as many shots as previous opponents of Pavlovich's, but he didn't land as many as you would imagine, and Tom Aspinall was able to get this good 1-2 combination. It was honestly the most
Yeah,
perfect
1-2
1-2 you
punch
can
or
even
something.
imagine.
Yeah.
And it put Pavlovich down, and he really just finished it with a ground and pound. It was a perfect fight from
How
Tom
many
Aspinall.
rounds? How many
Just
rounds
one.
was that? Just one round?
It
Wow.
was supposed to go to 5 because all UFC
Yeah.
title fights are 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to go to 5.
Wow.
but it only ended in 1. Now, but I want to go to the main event, which is I'm pretty sure you didn't see it, but it's okay.
I did not.
I watched it in the car.
How was that? Was that good?
It was
Watching
hard
in the
to
car?
watch. Listen, I don't recommend anybody doing what I did. I was driving and watching. I had a friend in the car.
Bro, what
I had
are
a
you
friend in the
doing,
car. I had a
man?
friend in the car, so he was holding up, and I was like switching between, watching and driving. Listen, Alex Pereira, great fight. He
You
did
want
win
something
the
funny?
fight.
I
Go
watch
ahead.
football while driving too, so
Okay,
it's all right.
so
it's
you
all right,
can't
it's all right,
hate.
it's all right.
You
I
can't hate
I
on me. You can't hate on me.
hate.
But Alex Pereira hit this beautiful right hook that put Yuri Prochazka on the ground.
Right.
It was a perfect hit, but it didn't finish him. And he was finishing with ground and pound, elbows, and back fist, but
Sure.
it didn't do enough, and the referee stopped the fight early. In my opinion, he stopped it early. Yuri Prochazka even said that the referee didn't stop it early. But listen, I think if you're a fighter like Yuri Prochazka, you have to believe that there was more in you.
Right, for sure.
I think he had more in him, and I think it was an early stoppage in that main event. I know you probably didn't. You
I
didn't
don't know
watch
much
it.
about fighting,
It's
so
okay.
it's good.
It's okay.
But I do know in any sport, you just keep going until
You got to keep going.
going,
Yeah,
or
you got to
until,
keep going.
the ref says stop.
Yeah.
But if you think it was a stop,
I do
too
think
early,
it was an early
I
stoppage.
will agree with you on that because I don't know much about UFC.
Yeah,
stuff.
but coming up December 16th,
For sure.
I know I'm incredibly excited for that fight because it's a guy that I really like versus a guy that I really don't like.
Don't like.
If you can take a guess, Leon Edwards, I really like.
Edwards.
Colby Covington.
Leon. See, I don't know much
hate
about.
Colby Covington.
I don't know much about UFC, but Leon Edwards kind of has a pretty cool name.
He does,
Say.
and he also has the coolest fighting style in
Right,
the middleweight
for sure.
division. Colby Covington, probably one of the more boring fighters. If you like standing up, if you like hitting people with hard hits,
Yeah.
Colby Covington is not your guy. He's a wrestler. He doesn't do any of that hard-hitting stuff. Leon Edwards, though, won the
Yeah.
title from Kamaru Usman
Oh wow.
with a head kick. I mean, that's the guy that you want to be your champion.
Yeah, no,
and Colby
for sure.
Covington, all the smack talk he does, I hate Colby Covington with all my heart. My favorite fighter, Dustin Poirier, even caught some of the smack talk from Colby Covington last year. So that's really where my
Smack
hatred.
talking in UFC? I don't mean to like say that in a bad way, but I didn't know there was smack.
Really?
talk
I
for
mean, that's the
UFC.
biggest. That's the
Is
biggest.
it really?
Oh man, you don't see it any bigger than in combat sports.
Oh, wow.
Especially with Conor McGregor. Everybody knows Conor
Wow.
McGregor. So that's the biggest trash talker in UFC history.
Wow.
But I can't wait for that fight. I think Leon Edwards is going to win by either decision or a knockout.
Is
I think
it?
it's going to
So
be a
is
clean
it?
knockout.
What weight is it? Heavy?
This
light?
is welterweight, so it's 170 pounds.
Okay.
So they're pretty light. They're around my weight.
Right, for
Kind of
sure.
a little heavier than me. But I think Colby is going to really get embarrassed in this fight. I think Leon is leagues ahead of him in striking, and his takedown defense is going to show. I don't want to talk about the co-main event. It is a title fight for the
Right.
flyweight title, but
Well,
Shavkat
we're getting
Rakhmonov. Go ahead.
Time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So we're Bearcat Power Sports Editions, and we'll see y'all after commercial break.
Oh man, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, as soon as we noticed when we made movements here, it affected it upstairs.
Okay. We're talking about Thanksgiving football now. We got some exciting games. You know, they always play every year.
Lions
we got
always play, man.
Green Bay Packers, and we got the Lions always playing their games on Thanksgiving. All right.
said anything either, but then one of them said that Porty's shooting his big musical tomorrow. Me neither. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye. No worries. Okay, sorry about the interruption, people. Here we go.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if I did that or what.
Doesn't want to stay.
Dang it. There we go.
Quiet on set, please.
We're back with Bearcat Power Sports Edition. In this session, I'm your co-host, or your host, Chris Choate, and co-host with Jace Smith. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man, you got
Welcome back. We're here with Bearcat Power Sports Edition. I'm your host, Chris Choate, and co-host, Jay Smith.
Yep.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Excited to talk about football with
For sure.
Thanksgiving coming up.
What you think's gonna go on Thanksgiving?
Oh, we have some of the most exciting traditional football games going on. We got
Right.
Green Bay Packers
Right.
and Lions.
They
playing.
always play Thanksgiving.
Oh,
man.
man, it's always
Lions
fun.
specifically, bro.
Yeah, they're exciting games. Even if they're not even the greatest teams, like this year, they don't have Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers.
No, they
but
don't have Aaron.
I'm still gonna watch it because it's traditional. It's
tradition,
exciting.
yeah.
Everyone's gonna be.
I mean, Lions are
excited.
looking pretty. They were looking pretty good this year. So I think I don't know.
Oh,
If,
for
I don't
sure.
think they're maybe not Super Bowl, but I think they got playoff bound.
Oh, no doubt. They're definitely going to probably win this division unless the Vikings are pulling out some of their magic
Yeah,
with Josh Dobbs
well,
right now.
With them losing Kirk Cousins, I don't see the confidence in them winning the division.
I don't know.
Who else is in their division? It's Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. Bears
Yep.
definitely not. I'm sorry.
Not their year.
Bears
Hasn't been for a
have
while.
not been their year. So I don't think. I think Lions have a good chance. It's between the Lions and the Packers, but I think the Lions got the division.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're an Eagles fan. What you think about Cowboys and Commanders?
Well, after seeing the Cowboys playing their last game against the Giants, obviously everyone expected it
Yeah.
to be crushing
It was a
for
that
the
was
Cowboys beating the
a
Giants.
crush. That was dominant.
Granted, I don't care if they win because they're both in my division.
Right, for
But
sure.
fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott has been better than
Normal.
people are giving him credit for.
Right.
They always underrate him as a quarterback.
Yeah.
And CeeDee Lamb has elevated his game to
No,
another
CeeDee
level.
Lamb, he went off last week. I saw it. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights. He got a nice one hand
Yep,
like that. That was nice.
grab. Got to give him credit where credit's
Yeah.
due. They're
The
playing
running back
good
didn't
football.
do too good though.
That's-
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, that's their problem right now. They need
I
to
don't even know-
incorporate that run game
Yeah.
to really
No, they need
elevate
to.
even further.
No, for sure.
If they do that, they can definitely compete with
Right.
the higher level teams
No, for
like
sure.
the Chiefs, Eagles, and 49ers.
No, you're right. I mean, I feel like the Cowboys, they always like to say it's their year, but I don't know. They might have it this year. I don't think they'll go to Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah.
saying this as a, like, I can't find the word, but not saying this as a bad
hater,
fan,
yeah.
a hater, but like, I don't think they got the Super Bowl this year, playoffs. I think they for sure got playoffs, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do anything. Next game up on Thanksgiving, 49ers Seahawks. That might be a good game.
Divisional game, they're always going to be exciting. Seahawks are looking to take the lead in this division for the first time since the 49ers have got Brock Purdy
Brock Purdy's back. He's
And
lost several games, though.
3 in a row, but they came back last week. They
I still
finally
think-
won. with Chase Young, their new addition.
Yeah, I saw that. That was like both of them, Chase Young and Nick Bosa came on the other sides and combined sack.
That defense just gets even better every week.
I'm
but
telling you, man.
They got to keep playing high level. I don't think Geno Smith is going to win this game.
I don't know the record on top of my head. Weren't they, what? Are they like 5-4? Seahawks?
Just about, I think so. But it's going to be a fun game to watch.
It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a good game, I feel like.
And then we have probably history right now with the Black Friday football game.
Right, yeah.
The first ever for the NFL.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I'm excited to watch.
Black Friday, 2 p.m., Jets, Dolphins.
I think they were hoping for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Aaron's coming back. But I think Dolphins got that game by like a big margin.
Dolphins should win that one.
I think they got him blowout. You got my words here.
When they were first designing this schedule, they saw Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, and then they had the powerhouse with Miami. They're like, oh, perfect game.
Yeah.
And now Aaron Rodgers is out first week.
Yeah, first week, Achilles.
They've got a very questionable game that could have been exciting.
No, it could have been, but sorry, I don't have much confidence in Zach Wilson.
I don't think even Jets fans do.
I think he's more of a – he could potentially be a starter, but I think he's more of a backup. Tua, though, he's looking good.
He's taking leaps with Tyreek Hill.
He is taking leaps with Tyreek Hill. If you have Tyreek Hill on any team, they're going to do good. I mean, Tyreek Hill could just run up and burn crap out of anybody.
But I think Miami is going to be so excited for this because they have Devin Achane back.
Right,
after his insane start.
Well, I'm getting the time to wrap up, but what do you think score predictions for the games? Quick score.
I can't really say right now, so.
All right, we'll see y'all next episode, and we're out.